Hello, everyone. This is Kaizen Base. Today we will learn about the point of setting in order 1, the most important point, 3T management.
Last time, we have learned about sorting, which is considered to be the entryway to 5S. This time, we will learn about the definition and points of setting in order, especially the detail about 3T management, which is most important in 5S activities.
So, let's get started with the lecture.
The situation where things are overflowing on the site has disappeared due to the effect of red tag strategy. It seems that the next step of setting in order has already been proceeded, but Mio seems to be worried about something. I will give her some advice. Mio, is everything okay?
Mr. Kai, actually, I had the tool storage area set in order like this, but it doesn't feel right somehow. I feel like something's missing.
Yes, there is something fundamentally missing. Do you know what it is?
I know it's better to have the name of each tool displayed, but I'm not sure if it is all I need to do.
I see. It seems that you haven't understood the important points of setting in order. Well, let's take a lesson on setting in order today.
Yes. Thank you very much.
First, let's see the definition of setting in order.
Setting in order means to make the things needed are available to everyone when it is needed.
Yes, that's right. So what's the point of setting in order?
As for setting in order, it is not enough for only a specific person to know what and where anything is, but the point is that the state anyone can understand immediately.
Yes, that's right. When proceeding with the activities of setting in order, I sometimes hear that setting in order can't be performed in the same way because the necessary items are different depending on the operators. But actually this is a remark that shows the concept of setting in order is not well understood. Or you may also hear that the clutter state is temporary, so it's okay, but it's merely an excuse. As you have explained, creating a state that anyone can understand immediately is exactly what setting in order means.
It is important to make efforts to create a state where anyone, even newcomer, can use the item without searching and hesitation.
That's right. Next, let's see 3T management, which is a very important keyword in setting in order. Do you know what concept it is?
No, I don't know. The 3T represents something, doesn't it?
Now, I will explain the 3T management. It is no exaggeration to say that 3T management is most important in 5S, so be sure to remember it. 3T management refers to the management method that takes the 3T from fixed products, TI, which represents for what, fixed position, TIAN, which represents for where, and fixed quantity, TERIO, which represents for how many. Only when there is the concept of 3T management, it is possible to judge whether the placed item is in the normal state, or the abnormal state. 2S 3T is an important point that it must be mentioned when talking about 5S activities. Be sure to remember it. By the way, this photo is an example of 3T management being performed by hollowing out the sheet into the shape of a tool. In this way, anyone can understand how many and where anything should be placed is the normal state by 3T management.
What, where, and how many should be visualized by 3T management. It's a very easy to understand way of thinking.
Mio, let's see what's missing in this tool storage area. Please choose combination pliers from these tools.
Combination pliers? I heard it for the first time. I have no idea what it is at all.
Exactly. In the state, the people who do not remember the names of all the tools cannot choose the right one. In other words, newcomers who has little experience can't tell which one is combination plier without asking.
I see. That's why it's important to know the 3T. That is to say, if the number is also displayed like this, the concept of fixed products, fixed position and fixed quantity can be realized.
Yes, it's much better than just now. But it would be better with a little more contriving. For example, please return these 6 tools to the original storage places.
It is correct now, isn't it? I couldn't get all of it and looked up on my smartphone.
I suppose you have already understood it. In such a situation, if you have little experience or knowledge, you will not be able to return the tools to the correct place immediately. Taking time to think where should I return it is a kind of waste. Well, under what conditions can the tools be returned to the original place right away?
I suppose shape matching is a good way to achieve it.
That's right. You really know a lot. If the shape is indicated like this by shape matching, it will be obvious at a glance. Chisel, plane, file, sledgehammer, vise and combination pliers can be returned to their original places without their names known. The method of shape matching is the typical example of 3T management. Be sure to remember it is an approach of 2S adopted so that anyone including newcomers and supporters can take out and return the tools. I will introduce the examples of tool trolley and tool rack. By hollowing out the shape of the tool trolley as in this photo, the tool trolley can only be returned to its original place, or the abnormality can be noticed if there is a gap. And there is also an example of tool rack, where the shapes of tools are indicated so that anyone can return the tools to the places with the same shape. The method of shape matching will vary depending on the work content, frequency of use, layout, etc. So consider the proper method that suits your workplace.
Immediately notice when the tool is missing, and immediately notice when a mistake is made can be achieved by the approach of shape matching.
But, please keep in mind that the shape matching is only a means to eliminate hesitation and mistakes, and improve the efficiency. A common mistake is to create a rule that the tools, which are used frequently, have to be put on a tool rack a little further away in order to realize shape matching.
After all, this system with the rule that nobody can follow make no sense. I will remember to verify the changes in workability and the effects so that the means will not become purpose.
That's right. Please have a look of the photo. In this case, even a veteran will waste time in searching. And the newcomers have to be told each name of tools, like this is the spanner, and this is the box wrench. The time for veterans to teach simple things is surely one of the wastes. It is essential to make simple things such as names of items can be understood with a glance, and to increase the time for education and training for skills related to intuition and tips. 3T management is very important from the perspective of education and training.
If you think about it carefully, there are many things that we know well, but are difficult for people such as new employees, supporters from other workplaces, and trainees from overseas to understand what they are currently doing. I realized again that it is essential to aware the concept of 3T management regularly and create a workplace that anyone can understand at a glance.
I agree. It's a very important point of view. Well, Mio, let's learn about the location management tomorrow.
Okay, I got it. Now, we make a summary of today's lecture. The definition of setting in order is to make things needed or available to everyone when it is needed. The point of setting in order is to create a state where anyone, even newcomer, can use the item without hesitation. 3T management refers to the management method that takes the 3T from fixed products, T, fixed position, tie-in, and fixed quantity, TERIO. The elements of what, where, and how many are involved to determine the stored space. 3T management is said to be one of the most important point in 5S activities, so be sure to remember it. The reason that 3T management is essential is that it has effects such as immediately noticing when the tool is missing, immediately noticing when the item is put in a wrong place, and even newcomers can take out and return the items immediately. 3T management is very important also from the perspective of eliminating the wasted teaching time. That's all about today's lecture. So, see you at the next theme.